Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Shining Song Starnova with me, Phantom Zwei. When we last left off, Kyle-kun had an injury on the set, and so it looks like Producer-san is going to have to step into the shoes of his character in Black Opera, the live action, in order to make the production succeed. But it's been nearly a decade since he's been on stage, so surely this can only go badly. Let's find out. The staff gathered around me as I re-emerged as Lightwind. Oh, not bad, eh? You used to be a talented Shining 2 or something? It's a long story. Well, maybe you can tell me over a round of drinks one day. Listen up, everyone. Even though this isn't how we thought the project was going to end up, we gotta do everything we can to ensure we stay on schedule. Everyone, I'll be in your... Producer. Everyone, I'll be in your care, even though I'm just a producer now. I'll try my best to fulfill your expectations. Producer-san. You can do it. You can be Carl's Lightwind. With that, the staff rushed to work... I can't read. The staff rushed to work to make up for the last time due to Kyle's stage accident. I walked up the rocky cliff with Mika. Producer-san. Maybe this was destiny. That you'd be the one I filmed this scene with. Night Song was confrontation with Lightwind. The revelation of Lightwind's past, and the beginning of the greatest love in the history of Japanimation. I'm unworthy to take part in such a legendary production, but I'll give it my all to make it a success. Sylvia Night Song, Black Opera. I can't screw this one up. This will be the final battle to decide everything up to this point. Yeah, we've all worked hard to make this project. We ran into so many roadblocks, and we had to do so many crazy things to get this far. To think I'd be impressed into service again after so many years. Alright, Mika. For today, just for today, I'm not going to be your producer. Come, Night Song, for I am Carl's Lightwind, seducer of women, conqueror of worlds. Let us carve this night into the annals of history. Oh! Alright, everyone ready? Lights, cameras, action! With that, I was transported into a different world. A world of dark magic. A world of epic, grand life or death battles, to determine the fate of the world. You fool! To chase me into my realm! My powers are only stronger here. Submit! Lightwind marched towards Night Song with a scarlet mark upon his palm outstretched. Just like all those before you, you shall be mine. Here in my dreamscape, not even you can resist my scarlet mark. What? Winch, what do you know? Orbs of light materialized before Lightwind's cape. To be mocked. To be ridiculed. Submit! He launched the orbs of light, sending them spiraling towards Night Song. A massive claymore materialized in Night Song's hand. She cleaved the orbs in half, disappearing in an enormous cloud of rocks and dirt. From within the cloud, she burst forth, scattering it to the winds. Night Song! He drew his crimson saber and leaped out of Night Song's unbreakable charge. Time and time again you have thwarted me, but tonight shall be your end! He summoned a dozen more orbs and sent them spewing at Night Song. She too took to the skies and ducked and weaved through the assault. Just before the two met, Light Song deflected her blade, or Lightwind, rather. With a quick gut kick... I can't read! With a quick kick to her gut, he sent her momentarily backwards. Behold! Light of Judgment! He raised his outstretched hand to the skies and summoned an enormous orb of white energy. It sparked and boomed as it mushroomed to the size of a small house above him. Be cleansed, Black Witch! He dropped the orb below him, devouring Night Song in its light. The orb rumbled down to the Badlands below, carving a mammoth new crater into the earth as it exploded with all the fury of a mass extinction event. Did she fall? No. From above? Lightwind craned his neck, and with Night Song above him, her Heaven's Piston in hand. She swung her claymore down as it extended in length tenfold. Night Song! Lightwind raised his crimson saber in defense, but it was futile against the massive claymore. Gah! He crashed to the rocks below. When he looked up, amid the dust, he saw Night Song standing over him, her claymore at the ready. Impossible for you to dodge the light of judgment. So you still seek friendship after all that has happened. Naive! Light of Choker! Chains of light appeared and wrapped themselves around Night Song's limbs and neck. Down! Night Song fell on her back as the chains tightened. Lightwind stood over her, their positions unexpectedly reversed at the last moment. Indeed, maybe we could be friends, Night Song. Maybe we could join together and fight whoever the masterminded this mad curse. But there's one thing you failed to consider. I am a foul man. I hailed women against their will. I toyed with their hearts. I faked all the happiness that was to be had in my life. All through this hand. He raised that palm which had been cursed all those years ago with the scarlet mark, and had given him the power of seduction. So I was a fool. So I was but a pawn. But I cannot change my ways now. For this is what I have become. Me, the Scourge. Yeah. Fear not. Soon you shall be happily at my side. Submit! Lightwind pressed his palm before Night Song's face, his mark glowing the color of their blood. What? Silence! How dare you utter that name? Yuji is dead. I am Carl's Lightwind. I keep wanting to call him Nightwind. It's like a weird Dragon Ball fusion of them. Lies! Filthy lies! I am Carl's Lightwind, defiler of women, Scourge Eternal, and you shall not subvert me, Night Song. Night Song's arm broke free of one of the chains. She touched his face and ran her finger to the tears flowing down his mask. No. No! Lies! But his chains of light shattered as if they were made of ice. Night Song picked herself up, but she did not strike him down. Instead, she wrapped her arms around him. No. With that, Lightwind's mask shattered, and he crumbled into Night Song's arms. Oh man, it is so anime cheese. Cut! Sato's words suddenly shook me out of my delusion. What was that? For a moment there, it really felt like I was in the world of black opera. I really felt like I had become Carl's Lightwind. Could this be what they call the magic of cinema? Mika was still wrapped around me. Mika, we're done with the take now. Eh? Oh! With that, Mika leaped off of me and looked around nervously before taking a deep breath. And then, before I knew it, she was back to her usual self. That was incredible! So this is the movies. So this is drama. Producer-san, I'm glad it could be you. Good job! With that, Mika giggled to herself and gave me a thumbs up. She sure could be cute, eh? Yeah. I guess there won't be any problems filming the rest of the scenes with our producer-san then, right? Yeah, let's get this show aired, Old Man Sato. Who are you calling an old man? Alright, now time for the next scene. Come on, get those bodies moving. Understood. Next scene. Finally, we completed filming the first 6 episodes of the show 5 days later, as scheduled. This meant that our role in this production was finished for now. It was all on the post-production staff to make the footage we had gathered into a television show. Of course, we would be back to film the rest of the series in no time at all with the arrival of the new year. But for now, it appeared that Mika had earned a well-deserved holiday break. I bowed to everyone as we wrapped up the day's work. Thank you all for your hard work. All of us at Shining Productions wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We look forward to working with you again after the show's broadcast. Thank you for your hard work. Looks like you've grown up quite a bit these past few weeks, Missy. You pick up anything from working around here? Me? Yeah. Whatever. We're only at the halfway point. You still have a lot to learn about this world, kiddo. Anyways, I'll see you again after New Year's. Indeed, I look forward to returning to the set as Sylvia Nightsong. Then see you. Then see you, I mean. With that, the two of us left the television studio and walked back to the office. Suddenly, Mika cried out and looked up at the night sky. Look, Producer-san, it's snow! It's snow, eh? I wonder if it'll be a white Christmas. That would be quite a sight. To tell the truth, this will be my first time in a truly long time that I spent Christmas outside my apartment. Formerly, the large crowds of the holidays drew to the streets were bad for my psyche, but now I feel totally fine. Do you have any plans for Christmas, Producer-san? Me? I guess not. Since I'm so busy all the time, I don't really have any other friends aside from coworkers. Eh? That's kind of sad. Really? I don't think so. After all, I work with all of you guys almost every day, right? Honestly, I've never felt lonely at all the past year. I guess that's true. Hey, Producer-san! Suddenly, Mika flapped her arms like wings and shuffled over to me while walking backwards. Eh? Hey, if you're interested, why don't we... Mika's invitation was abruptly cut short by the arrival of a lamp pole directly in Mika's path. Oh no. Donk! It hurts. Why did that lamppost have to be there? There. I patted Mika on the head. I guess it really is risky, eh? Risky? Are you still talking about what would happen if the paparazzi saw us together? Well, anyways, I'm sure you could have fun with the other girls. Why don't you guys have a girls' night out? Mom, Producer-san's a meanie. Oh-ho! But Producer-san's forgetting one thing. I am? This Hashimoto Mika is now a fully fledged popular idol now. Who knows what kind of trouble I might get into on Christmas Eve. Maybe I might drink too much and end up spending the night with a man trying to score with an idol. Indeed, I am the exact sort of unruly and feisty idol who would do such a thing like that on Christmas Eve. Clearly. So you'd best be with me on that date, no? After all, who knows what kind of trouble this idol could get get into on such a romantic holiday without her producer's constant supervision. You really got me there, didn't you? Played! I laughed and rubbed the back of my head. Alright, then I guess I'll be keeping an eye on you on Christmas Eve. Indeed, be sure that you keep your eyes on me at all times. It really can't be helped, eh? And it was my first vacation in a long time. But for you, I can make it work, Mika. After all, you're the center of Starnova. Alright, smooth move, myself. Now, Producer-san will definitely spend Christmas Eve with me. That was pretty slick, I gotta give her some credit. This will be the first time I'll ever be spending Christmas Eve with a guy. What if things really get out of hand and we end up doing it? No. Calm down, myself. Gotta take things one step at a time. Can't get too excited. But it could happen, though. Eh? Looks like she's in Cloud 9 again. Oh well. I'll have to watch over her so she doesn't hurt herself. Oh, Mika. What was this sight? Despite having told the girls that they were on vacation, I entered the office to find a group of 7 talents lounging around the office. Aki, Sasami, and Mariah seemed to be absent-mindedly watching some Christmas special on the television, while Julie and Nimue were reading a fashion magazine. Meanwhile, Natan was busy with a cell phone game, while Mika was on the floor reading manga. You guys, what are you all doing here? Oh, producer. Figures a workaholic like you would have shown up here on vacation. We should have all seen this coming, right? Seriously, just the kind of boring guy he is. I bet he doesn't even have a girlfriend to spend Christmas with. Girlfriend? Surely Producer-san wouldn't. Now, there's no need to worry about that, Mika-chan. After all, Producer-san is married to his work. He is quite a man, no? To give up his very identity to become a Producer-san to the core. Indeed, he doesn't even have a name, it's just Producer-san. Oi, I do have a name, you know. You guys just started calling me producer, and then it was only a matter of time until everyone else caught on to the gag and went along with it. Well played, guys. I approve. Just you wait. Another year of being our producer and his facial features are gonna start vanishing too. Eventually, his entire head is just gonna pop right off and be replaced with a giant P. Okay, it's not like you guys can talk. What are you all doing here on vacation? It turned out we got so into becoming idols too, that we didn't really have anything else to do, and just decided to hang out at the office instead. Truly the pot calling the kettle black then, huh? It's this dog-eat-dog industry, I tell you. You producers expect us to give our whole lives to the company here. It's not our fault we have nothing to do on our day off. Besides, nobody wanted to go outside in the cold either. Indeed, it would be quite troublesome if we were to catch a cold in this weather, no? Alright, I hear you. Anyways, I just needed to grab something before heading out to the Soma building. So, I guess enjoy your day off. Yeah. With that, I grabbed my file folder and left the office. Unbeknownst to me, the girls huddled around Mika and began whispering amongst themselves as soon as the door shut behind me. Okay, it looks like the coast is clear. Are you sure this is okay? Of course. This is all for the sake of Mika-yan's happiness, you know? Okay, so this is what they're up to. I see. But seriously, it's gonna take a miracle to get that numbskull producer to recognize Mika's feelings. Feelings? That's why they call it a Christmas miracle, you know. My, that certainly does sound quite romantic. Indeed, as soon as the girls heard about Mika's date, they all invited themselves to help out and make the night a success, which I bet they're gonna follow them too. However, the girls may all too likely have mistaken their own desires for the producer as altruistic assistants. They really had to spell that out there, huh? Oh, everyone's just planning to meddle in Mika-chan's date, aren't they? Of course not. This is all for Mika-chan's sake. All for Mika-chan's sake. Yahoo! Let's get together and make this Christmas party a success.
あのな。
Who said anything about a Christmas party? Eh? We're trying to set Mika-chan up with the producer here, you bumpkin. Get with the program here. So that's what this is all about? Unbelievable.
どうだろう。
So, you have any ideas for what you're gonna do, Mika-chan? Eh? Not in particular. To tell the truth, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. First love, huh? First love, eh? I'm starting to feel old.
あら。
First love, my!
うわ。
No idea what's happening here, but yay! Mika-chan, they're gonna light up a big Christmas tree in front of Shinjuku Station. You should go check it out with producer-san. But I bet it's gonna be incredibly crowded, eh?
当たり前じゃね
Who
えか。
cares about that? This is Christmas Eve. You gotta spend it with a date in front of a Christmas tree, right? Give your man a big wet one on the lips under the star of a Christmas tree. Kiss? Oi, you, don't tell me.
おう。
I guess we should have known.
誠ですか。
Aye, a true version, eh?
う
A kiss is too much.
あ
How about just holding hands?
マジで。
Oi! What, you want him to hold you by the pinky so you'll be too embarrassed otherwise or something? Half-hearted girls like that are the worst, you know. Lame. Ah, whatever. If Mika-chan doesn't make a move, then I guess I'll just snatch him away myself.
あら。
So it appears Julie-chan's true colors have been revealed. In that case, mayhap I shall decide to throw my hat into the ring as well.
みんな。
Oh, everyone, you know that's not allowed. Eh? Then I'll kiss him. I'll kiss him all over. Snatching the producer away is absolutely forbidden. Absolutely forbidden, you know. Eh? Well, good for you, Chuni-chan. Looks like you managed to grow a backbone after all.
うーん。
Anyways, do your best, alright? But always remember, regardless of what happens, we'll all still be Novas together. Meanwhile, Sasami and Aki sighed together in the corner of the office. No matter how you look at it, everyone's just going along with the flow without giving this enough thought. Really, what's come over everyone?
ああ。
I guess Christmas is just put our ladies in heat or something.
あのね。
Besides, dating your producer really isn't allowed, you know. Something like that's...
まったく。
Well, I'm sure a lot of execs push their idols into hitching up with them all the time, but I doubt our producer's really anything like those guys. This is all gonna end up in tears when he rejects her, eh? Chuni-chan, I sure hope she knows what she's getting into. Poor producer-san.
わ。
Eh? So you're taking producer-san's side in all this?
あ
After all, it's not like he wants to reject Mika-chan either. It's just the right thing to do. Eh? Whatever. I really don't care about this anymore. I guess I'll just watch and see what ends up happening.
の。
I suppose so. Excuse me. Give me a second, I'm gonna hydrate here. Excuse me. Okay. Christmas Eve. Went down the wrong way. Trying to drink too fast. Oh boy. Sorry about that. I think I'm good. Sort of. Today was Christmas Eve, eh? Actually, I should probably look at the time of the video. Okay, we're still good. Today was Christmas Eve, eh? I'd promised to spend some time with Mika. However, the more I thought about it, the more it seemed like I'd made a mistake. Of course, under normal circumstances, I would be overjoyed to be able to spend Christmas Eve with a cute girl like Mika. Not only was she just the sort of otaku girl that a guy could go crazy for, but she was a star idol for crying out loud. I'm sure Mika's existence broke some fundamental rule of the universe that said there could not exist a girl who could be so appealing to a man's eyes. Unfortunately, she was my idol, and I was her producer. This was a sacred work relationship which had to be respected. After all, we had both put so much work into building Mika's idol career. It would be truly a shame if she decided to... or rather, that the celibate life of the people's idol was not for her, when her career had only just begun to flourish. It just couldn't be helped, so I had to be happy with merely being Mika's producer and nothing more. Besides, it's not like I particularly minded our current relationship. In fact, being the idol producer of a girl like Mika was already a dream come true, and I wasn't about to ruin a good thing by being greedy and overreaching. Alright, I was just here today as Mika's producer, and nothing more. Let's just watch over my star talent as she enjoyed a day off. I left Shinjuku Station and found Mika waiting for me under a lamppost as agreed. Ah, producer-san. Good evening. Where are we off to? I heard there was a Christmas tree near here. I wanted to see it. I see. Alright, let's head there. With that, I walked deeper into the city with Mika. By the time we arrived at the Christmas tree, the plaza was already packed with what seemed like 1 million people. Looks like it's packed. I can't see the Christmas tree at all. Yeah, it's always like this time of year, eh? They really build up everyone's anticipation of the big Christmas tree in dramas and anime, but in real life it turns out like this. Curse the foibles of the 3D world! Come on, let's get in line. Maybe we might still be able to catch a glimpse of it. Okay. Meanwhile, oh, I knew it, they're following him. The 6 other girls of Starnova had donned their incognito disguises, which makes me think of Lowlive, and were gathered behind a flower box, only their heads poking out. As expected, there's too many people, eh? Figures as much. I guess every couple in Tokyo decided to come here for the Christmas tree. So in the end, they might not even see it? Oh well. What matters in the end is they spend time together, right? Who really cares whether you see a tree or not? Figures? I wonder if it'll be alright. Mika stood wordlessly by my side, her hands behind her back, her lips trembling. Is it too cold, Mika? Maybe we should go inside somewhere then. No. But you're shivering, aren't you? That's because I'm trembling with nervousness, producer-san. Do I tell him? But what if he says no? He's gonna say no, isn't he? Would my poor heart be able to take that? It wouldn't, would it? The line shifted, but it seemed like Mika was once again lost in her thoughts. Mika? Suddenly, a wall of bodies pushed against me, shoving me away from her. Hey, Mika! Crap! I tried to struggle against the myriad of bodies surrounding me, but it was futile. I lost sight of Mika in the massive crowd. Oh no. Realizing that I was no longer beside her, Mika looked around in a panic. Producer! Another body bumped into her shoulder, nearly knocking her to the floor. Ugh! Where? Eh? Meanwhile, the other girls had lost track of their marks in the massive crowd as well. Where'd they go? I don't see them anywhere. It's amazing they were able to find them in the first place in a crowd like that. Contact lost! Re-establish visual, pronto! Antenna set to maximum output. Producer-san, where did you go? Did he leave me? Does he not want to be with me that badly? No. Producer-san would never. But tears already began to well up in her eyes for no reason. Despite knowing that they had merely momentarily lost each other in a crowd, dread filled Mika's body. Suddenly her head began to spin. Come to think of it, it's the first time I've been alone in a crowd this massive. There's so many people. Everyone's talking. It's so noisy. I can't... Mika walked into a man, once again nearly tumbling to the ground. Ugh, I'm sorry. I bet you this is the guy from the shoot, right? The suspicious fellow. Hey you, aren't you that... You really are! You're the idol Hashimoto Mika, aren't you? Wow, I can't believe I'd run into you out here. I'm sorry. I saw you in that PV this summer. It was really awesome. What are you doing out here? More people began to turn to face her. An idol? Here? Where? As expected, idols sure are hot, aren't they? What are you doing out here alone? Why don't you spend some time with us? Please sign this. Hey, look this way. Mika's world spun as she was surrounded with shouts. I'm sorry, but I... Suddenly, she felt someone grab onto her hand. Come this way, quick! I guess I was wrong. Producer-san. Okay. I'm sorry, everyone, but I'm her producer. We'll be taking our leave now. Just can't be helped, then. With that, I shooed everyone out of the way and pushed a path open for Mika back into the street. I truly thought I was going to suffocate in that crowd. I'm sorry, Mika. That was my miss for getting separated from you. You're popular enough to be identified on the streets now. I guess you really were right that I needed to be with you tonight. Who knows what kind of trouble those guys would have stirred up if I hadn't been there in time. I guess I really am a popular idol now. Anyways, I'm glad Producer-san was there. Thank you. No, I was just doing my job as your producer. But we never got to see the Christmas tree. After that big stir, I guess we can't really go back there anymore. No, I'm just glad Producer-san saved me. Maybe something like that is better than seeing a regular old Christmas tree. Well, it certainly was exciting in its own way. Sorry. Looks like this wasn't much of an outing. We just ended up getting separated and then having to run away from the crowds. But I should have foreseen this outcome. Indeed, the best place in the world is wrapped up in blankets in the comfort of your home. It was folly to come out here and act like normies, Producer-san. You got that right. With that said, I've got a game that I really wanted to try out for a while. Why don't we go back to my place and play it together? To your place? Going to my talent's apartment at this hour really was a dicey proposition. More ways than one, wasn't it? But having come out here and failed to make Mika happy, I felt like I couldn't just walk away now. I guess for a little while. It won't be an all-nighter, though, I swear. Okay, let's go. And so the two of us aborted our futile effort to participate in the Christmas-time activities of normal people, and instead retreated to the cozy confines of Mika's apartment. You know, she's a famous idol now. I really would have thought she would have upgraded. Anyway, thanks for having me up. Holy! It's a little cramped, isn't it? You have so much stuff in here. Hey, I remember this game. It really was great. I wonder when they'll finally make the next one. Who knows? We've all been waiting forever, eh? But I have faith it'll happen, one day. Yeah. Mika plopped down on her docky and turned on her console. I can't believe I had enough money to buy the swap the day it came out. Okay, nice, switch on the Switch. It's moments like this that make all the trials of being an idol worth it. Yeah, I heard about this game. The massive overworld, the discovery, the wonder. I just want to watch. I can't say I'm any good at games anymore, now that I haven't played them since high school. That's kind of sad. My job comes first. Besides, I've accomplished my dream of being a big idol producer, so I'm not upset about not having time to play games at all. The game's main menu appeared with a suitably epic main theme. A fantasy game set in a dark realm where the warlike humans have conquered the nations of the other races. It appeared that you played as a human adventurer. This must be one of those open-world games which have been so popular lately. I sat by Mika as she played the game. However, it didn't take long before she got distracted by another thought. She nudged closer to me and rested her head on my shoulder. Mika? This docky is not that great to sit on. I'm sorry, Lord Fontana, but your time has sailed past. With that, Mika kicked her docky away and plopped down on my lap. Boy, Mika, you're not a little girl anymore, you know. She turned around and batted her eyelashes at me. I can't? Ugh. Critical hit. Bleed out status confirmed. Need immediate healing. Ugh. Danger, Producer-san. Despite her looks and personality, Mika was a full-grown woman. You know, if she was gonna sit on my lap like this, it was only a matter of time until I sprouted a second joystick. A second joystick! That's an interesting way of putting it. I'm not sure this was a good idea. Oh, look, Producer-san. A cutscene played on the television screen. On it, Mika's avatar seemed to be watching the moon rise on a cliff, the game's female heroine. I finally managed to max up my affection rating. So this is the rumored lovemaking scene. Lovemaking? Hey, this wasn't an eroge? What exactly? Mika's eyes widened with excitement as the two characters kissed. A romantic scene ensued, where the two undressed each other and obviously made love. Man, games sure have gotten more revealing nowadays, haven't they? Back when I played games, all the characters were so blocky that it was hard to tell what was going on. Mika's eyes were glued to the screen, her fists clenched in front of her, for the entire duration of the cutscene. She turned to me when it was finally over. Producer-san, have you ever done anything like that? What, me? Oi. So what kind of question are you asking your producer here? You have, haven't you? Don't just put words in my mouth. I guess it's only expected, though. It'd be even weirder if a guy has never done stuff like that. Producer-san, do you want to do it now? Kiss Mika. Eh? I looked at my talent with surprise at her boldness. However, it didn't take long until I regained my composure. I'd figured Mika had feelings for me. However, I couldn't call myself her producer unless I placed my own desires over the needs of her career. I think they got mixed up in the writing there? Or did I just read it wrong? However, I couldn't call myself her producer unless I placed my own desires over the needs of her career. Yeah, they totally wrote that backwards. I couldn't call myself my producer unless I screwed her silly. Yeah. Sorry, I can't do that, Mika. I want you to be my idol. As your producer, I'll do everything I can to make you happy. But if you're my talent, I can't return your feelings. I figured as much. I guess I'll just have to be satisfied with eroges and dakis for now. But Producer-san better wait for Mika, okay? Because I'm not going to be an idol forever either. You better not do anything perverted with anyone else until then. Of course not. I'm 100% devoted to being a producer. I don't have time for other women right now, other than my idols. Then I suppose I can be satisfied. But look at the time, Mika. I think I should be getting back home. I see. It can't be helped then. I raised Mika off of me and stood up. Well, it was a pretty fun Christmas Eve. Have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Producer-san. I gave Mika a good pat on the head before heading out. Before I left the door, Mika scurried over and wrapped her arms around me. One for the road. Alright. With that, Mika let me go and scurried backwards. Then, I'll see you, Producer-san. Yeah, good night. And so our first Christmas Eve together came to an end. It wasn't like any of those Christmases you see on television, where the man and woman kiss passionately before a shining Christmas tree. Such a scene was not meant to be for idols. It was truly a difficult job, where every aspect of their private and public life was scrutinized by the public. They had to work hard, smile regardless of their true feelings, and be available for the masses. A life only a select few could live, and something even fewer could succeed at. Indeed, the life of an idol was a turbulent one, where both massive success and massive failure were merely around the corner, and our luck was about to run short. As soon as our holidays ended, we ran headfirst into our greatest crisis yet. Uh-oh, Pasquetios. Alright, but that seems like a good place to end off today's episode. So as always, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you're still enjoying it, and I'll see you all next time.